All right, guys, let's talk about exclusives. Some people call it this is a dealer exclusive. Okay, this is a PM2 from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I'll put a link down below. This is not, I have no affiliate with them, nothing. They've never, they don't even know I exist. But this knife came to me from Aussie Mike. He bought it from somebody here in the United States, sent it to me so I could film it before sending it off to Aussie Mike down in, you guessed it, Australia. But this is an exclusive version specifically for Smoky Mountain Knife Works. That's the only place you can buy this configuration. Spyderco is kind of famous for doing exclusive runs. This is an exclusive run. This is an exclusive run for Knife Joy. Both of these are from Knife Joy, if I'm not mistaken. This one I love because, well, it glows in the dark, and I'm kind of a glow-in-the-dark junkie, so I had to buy and keep this one. Okay? And I love Damascus, so I had to buy this one. This is the Spyderco Delica. I also had the Endura, the little bit larger version, and I ended up selling the Endura. So, anyway, let's put those off to the side because we're really here to talk about... we're not here to really talk about the PM2 specifically. I've done many videos on the PM2s, and I like the PM2. I won't belabor the fact that I don't love the compression lock because it pinches my finger when I open it. So I know that's just me. None of you guys have that problem. I get it. And if I Spidey flicked it like you normal people, even though I hate that way to open it, I wouldn't, it wouldn't pinch my finger, right? Okay. Yeah, whatever. I am not the brightest bulb in the pack, if you will. What I do love about this particular one is the black blade. It is M4 blade steel, which is, okay, cool. Whatever. I don't get hung up on blade steels, really. If it's done by a quality company in a quality steel, then I'm pretty good with that. Now, the coating on this one, there is a little bit of, I don't know what it is with the tip, but it looks a little odd. Where the coating may have come off or something. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. What I really love about this one, though, is the Arctic Storm Fat Carbon. Now, I've seen some other PM2s with this because Alex over at the Watch and Cut channel and my co-host on the EDC Hour, he mods all of his Spydercos and all of his PM2s. And he has every blade shape that the PM2 comes in. Yes, there's multiple blade shapes. This is the standard blade shape. They have a Tonto, they have a Wharncliffe, and they even have one with the Emerson Wave feature so you can deploy it no-handed. And he loves fat carbon as well. And he oftentimes gets Arctic Storm carbon fiber. So I've seen this before and I love it. This is a tempting one for me. I talk about it a lot that I should buy a stock PM2 and mod it. I would probably have to get the Tonto version. And then would I really mod it? I don't know. That's why I've never bought one because I'm going to buy one. The compression lock is going to irritate me. It comes tip down, which I don't carry my knives tip down. I carry them tip up. So I'd have to move the pocket clip, which is no big deal. It's easy to move the pocket clip, but I kind of like knives that just work for me out of the box. Okay. If you're interested, this particular one, here is the part number of that one. I meant to do that earlier. But I do love everything about the PM2. I love except the compression lock. And I kind of wish they were contoured scales out of the box. A lot of the ones that Alex gets are contoured, which just makes it way more comfortable in the hand. But these are great. They're not super expensive. I did not look this one up, so I can't tell you. But they're in that 300-ish range. I don't know. This one may be plus or minus, but generally speaking, your PM2s are in that 250 to 300 range. And yeah, they're fidgety because they drop shut and they have that compression lock, which a lot of people love. Perfectly centered. I think they're great. But really my point is exclusives. What do you think about exclusive runs? I kind of have mixed feelings. Because, well, I just have mixed feelings on it. Do we just keep recycling the same knife over and over in a different color and call it exclusive? And a different blade steel and call it exclusive just so we can sell more? And Spyderco is not the only people that do this. A lot of companies do it. And I'm all about having some variations. I don't have a problem with variations. Red Horse Knife Works, they did the P series. This was the standard P series. And then I think this was a Blade HQ exclusive that they did with the black blade. You could order this knife with a black blade also. So I'm good with some variations. Some people may only like coated blades. They may like satin blades, things like that. But as we get into the exclusives, and every retailer gets their own version, so to speak, I'm torn. I don't really have an opinion. So I'm reaching out to you guys and gals, and I use that term just as a general term. You can see that these ones are dirty. This is one of my unboxing knives, and this is in the other room where I do my shipping. So that does all my tape cutting and label cutting and all that stuff. So that one gets used a lot in the shipping room, which is the kitchen table. And this one does a lot of unboxings here in this room. So let me know your thoughts on exclusives, because I'm torn. I don't know really what I feel. I think it's cool, but does it oversaturate the market of the PM2 or the Delica because there's, 59 varieties? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear. And since we're talking Spyderco, check out my Spyderco playlist up here in the corner. Thanks a lot, guys.